we have coming up now, you know, back in 2008, it was Charlie Buhler became the first African-American woman to win the title of Miss South Dakota and represent her state in the Miss USA pageant. Now, in 2011, she graduated from Notre Dame with a dual degree in American Studies and Film. Now she's chasing her dream as an independent filmmaker. Gotta love it. Welcome to the show. Charlie, let's talk about winning Miss South Dakota, though. How was that? Was that one of your dreams for a while?
It was something that I did in high school. I did Miss Teen South Dakota, and then on a whim, when I was a sophomore, I entered into the Miss South Dakota pageant again, and I won. So it wasn't really a dream, I would say, but it was just kind of a hobby.
I got
you. Turned bigger, yeah.
So how did the classmates react when they, you know, found out you were Miss South Dakota, all that? You know, how did they react?
They were excited. They didn't know that I did that sort of thing. So I came back and I had won, and they were like, "What's this? You're Miss South Dakota?" But they were so supportive and excited for me, and I ended up having to take a semester off to do Miss USA. And a lot of people came down to Vegas and they watched me, and it was exciting. They were excited for me.
So is there a lot of duties that go along with that, and then you have to maintain, you know, a little bit of the stuff with being a student at Notre Dame? That just takes just a little bit of your time. How tough was the balance there?
It was, since I took a semester off, I had a lot more time. But I had to do a lot of charity work and go to different events and give speeches. So yeah, there was a lot that went with it. So I took up a whole year, and then I ended up graduating a semester later.
Okay, so you recently directed and produced a short film, I see. So how did that project come about?
Well, I was an FTT major, so I knew I always wanted to do film. I knew I always wanted to direct. So when I got to LA, we did a Kickstarter, and I directed a short film that one of my best friends wrote, and we brought 14 people to South Dakota, and we shot it there.
That's awesome. So what was it like for you to go from, you know, kind of being in front of the camera, doing all that, to now transitioning and going behind the camera? Was it hard?
I think it's a natural transition. I did theater at Notre Dame. I did a double concentration in theater and in film, and it was something I always knew that I wanted to do. So that's why I came, and it's. I think every single, every facet kind of informs each other. So I didn't really find it that difficult to make that switch.
I understand now you're working on a new film. So what's that called, and where are you at in the process so far?
It's called The Great Silence, and it's a feature film. We've already shot the first and second act in South Dakota. It's an independent feature, and it was a lot of the same people that did my short. So we've done part of it. We're all coming back to South Dakota to shoot the last portion. So we're working on it.
I love it. So thanks for joining us. Just quickly, where can our viewers find all of your work?
They can find out more about my feature at thegreatsilencemovie.com, and we also have a Facebook page, facebook.com/thegreatsilence.